Hello and welcome back to Tony Northeastern. What I'm doing at the moment is I've started to put in the bridge buttresses. Now the reason being is, there's always a reason. The reason being is on the other side, over here, I need the bridge buttresses putting in place first so I can lay down the mid-calf paving, so it gives me a rough idea where it's going. So if I put the bridge buttresses in for the whole length of this upper level, from there all the way through to here, then I can do the whole lot. So I'm doing them all in one hit. Basically what I've done is, it's pretty cold outside at the moment, so I went outside and cut some 6mm ply. These ones are slightly wider. These are 60mm wide. As you can see, these are only 50mm. So these few 50mm ones are going to go on this bridge here and this bridge here. So between the draw and the diesel yard, 5 bridges in total. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This one I won't touch just yet because there's still a little bit more of the upper level to do before it goes into South Shields, but this will be the road bridge underneath, and the upper level will have a track on it. Now I ain't going to put the tracks on the top yet until the triangle is finished. This triangle here, Pelaw Junction. So I just thought I'd do all of the bridge supports, because if you're doing one, you might as well do them all. Okay, so what I'm actually doing is I'm just pinning them to the sides of the upper level, and like so. Mark the position where it's going to go. There is a gap in there, but I'm not going to worry about that because when the card is folded around, it will hide the gap. So basically I just offer it up in position, run a pencil line along the back, and then that gives me an indicator of where I can put my panel pins, so I won't miss the MDF. So basically all you do is line it up in the position where you've marked it, and then knock the pins in. Okay, that's nice and square. So like I says, once the card comes around there, it'll hide that gap. I shall continue and get back to you when I'm all done. Alright, all the bridge buttresses are in place now. So you've got 1, 2, 3 bridges I'm going to concentrate on at the moment to get finished. So the next thing to do is to start measuring out the mid-calf stone walling sheets that I've got, and I'll do that by buttress first and then glue the main wall on the back side, and then this buttress and the main wall on the far side, and then this buttress, and slowly work my way all the way along. Okay, there's the first stone buttress done for the bridge. Right, so we're going to do this one next. So I know that that's 50mm across there, and I know that that's 6mm down in there on the edge, because it's 6mm plywood. So it's the important measurement is the diagonal of the two inside edges across there. It's important that you get that right to the millimetre. I always allow at least a 1mm stretch on these outside edges, so I'll show you that when we go to the bench in a minute. So basically, have a straight edge on the inside, put your rule up against it, and then see what we get. Okay, so that one's 142, and it's 142 at the bottom. Okay, this is a rough guide of what I use as a template for the buttresses. We know that they're 50mm wide and 6mm thick, so there's your 6mm, there's your 50, and from that point there to that point over there is your buttress width. You saw me measure that, and at the top here you've got 6mm again, and that piece there, that flap there, is 50mm, so that's the bit that wraps round the buttress at the top on the upper level, and that's roughly what it should look like on the back of your stone walling. And here's one I've done earlier, so you should end up with something like this, and then they will fold around when we come to fit it. Okay, right, so we'll go and put this one onto the other buttress, and okay, that's the first pair done. I've got the trim little bits of the card off here and there once the glue has gone off, but yeah, that's one pair done. So I shall continue now and do that pair next, and then that pair. See you in a bit. Right, as you can see, the bridge buttresses are done on this bridge and that bridge, and on this bridge. Right, here's a view from a different angle. That stone wall there is waiting for the mid-calf stone walling to go on, but you can see now how really tight it is in this area. So the next job is to put the mid-calf paving along there and along that side and all the way up this side of the road. Then I can start putting the buildings back. Right, so I shall crack on. Okay, as you can see, I have now put in the mid-calf stone on both sides of the road, and there's a hillman imp there. He's waiting to use the crossing, but I'm afraid he's going to have to wait a bit longer. I think he's given up because it looks empty. Anyway, so that's that little bit done, which is good. So the next thing to do to finish that bridge off would be to get the side girder plates for that bridge. So the next job would be to continue the paving slabs around to the left hand side, so I can then put the gasometer in place and slowly working my way towards the junction. I've just put it in there temporary for the moment, just to have a look how much room I've got between that wall and the side wall of the upper level, and I think there's plenty of room there for that to sit in. Okay, as you go around to the right on this first bridge, I have had it some trees and a stone wall, because there's not a lot else I can get into that corner. As you can see, there's not a lot else I can get into that corner. Just the space is just too tight. So a stone wall and a few trees is just about all I can get in there. Right, I should do a bit more. Okay, the paving is now finished in this area, so I can now concentrate on building the pump house, which will sit in there, and I think that'll be for another video. I've left the curb stone there so it defines the edge of the road, and between the curb stone and the wall will be some greenery. So once this little section's done, we can then move on to the ballasting of the tracks. Right, so this area is beginning to take shape now. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.